One of the important roles of a leader of a business, company, organization, or team is communication. And I'm going to talk about that today. Welcome to Tuesday and another edition of Thoughts on Things. I want to share with you 3 elements that can help you in the area of communication. Now, let me just say that communication is key in every season, but especially in challenging seasons of change. How we communicate. Now, again, it's not just that we're saying things, it's are we saying things that people understand? Are we saying them in a way that helps them buy in? These are key elements for us as leaders as it relates to communication. Let me just share with you 3 things that your communication needs to be. The first, it needs to be honest. You need to honestly communicate challenges, expectations, direction, vision. It needs to be honest. This is something that will develop trust in those that you lead. They're going to trust you so that as you tell them things in the future, they're more quickly to believe and buy in. It's important. That's a lead into the second part of your communication. It needs to be honest, but it also needs to be clear. Yes, it needs to be clear, not muddled and garbled and around the bush we go. No, it needs to be very clear. You want to be sure that the direction that you're setting as a leader is very clear. You want to simplify it and make it clear. Sometimes we over pontificate thinking that we're communicating, and really all we're doing is confusing. So we want to be clear. Make sure that when you are sending your messages to your team, whether that be verbally, through video calls, in person, or through emails or chat, you want to be sure that you've thought this through so that it's not muddied and confusing. It's better to say less clearly than a whole lot confusingly. So your communication needs to be honest and it needs to be clear. Being honest develops trust. Being clear helps people buy in. Here's the third thing. It needs to be done often. Now, we don't want to deluge our team with emails and bombard them. However, it is important to remember that we need to hear things multiple times before we really fully grasp them. And in things like vision, direction, information about challenges and guidance, these are all things that we need to hear repetitively for everyone to be on board. So you may think you're communicating a lot, but you may not be. It's important for you to look at this and chart it out as a leader and say, how often am I saying this message to our people? It's important that your communication is honest. That develops trust. It's important that your communication is clear. That helps your team buy in. And it's important that you communicate often, because that is what helps solidify vision and guidance and direction. And that's especially true in challenging seasons of change. Disruptions are unavoidable. Being prepared, that's a choice. Is your team ready for the next disruption? We can help.